Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is the second video. In the first video we talked about the basic fundamentals of Knex with Express, and we did simple hello world app with the to-do table. Now let's give a proper structure to this code, and for that we can create another table which is to-dos. So what we can do is we will be using these scripts to create the migrations, or which we can do is npm run make, and the table name is to-dos. It should create another table for me, and the table name is to-dos this time. Okay, we can just now this table is going to have a couple of more columns. Let's say the title, the order, and completed, and this is my migrations, and this is my table. So I can simply just put the definition of the table, what it is going to have. To-dos is the table. So all the migrations looks like same. If you want to create a user migration, and then you copy this and then paste the content in the user migration which is just recently created. And what you need, this is the ID incremented, this is the name, this is the email. Email is of type string only or type text. This is the boolean, we don't need a boolean. We can say this is also a string of type address, and the column name is address, and defaults to initial the empty quotes. This is the users table, right? So this is how you can add the migrations. You can add the other things like this is the user table, and let's say we have this is, you can say, to-do ID, to-do's ID. So here we can create a reference, table.string.reference. We have to look into the document like how we can create a reference. It's not showing the TypeScript definitions here, otherwise we would have done that. This is a simple .js file. So we'll add these relationships later, like one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many, relationships between the two different tables or two different association. So we created this table, and now we can just run a simple migration, npm run migrate. This is the new table, so it should be able to create this table, npm run migrate. So it will check, okay, there is already a table existing. It did run 2 new migrations. Okay, now we can write some APIs, and this time we are not going to do something like this. We can create a proper routes and define the queries inside that. Okay, so this is our simple server.js, index.js. it is still a very basic app. I'm not going something extraordinary here. App.get, this is like get all to-dos. So we can have one routes where we are going to define all the routes. A simple basic express app, routes equal to, we can create all the route definition in a separate file, server routes, and then here we can say is route dot get all to-dos. And similarly you can add all your routes, whatever you wanted to add. So here this is a get by ID, so we can say is get to do. This should be a post which will say, okay, create to do or post to do. Similarly you can create other methods. I am skipping for them now. What is this? So yeah, get and post. So it is post to do. Okay, we have to define all these things inside our router file, server routes. So this is our server routes we need to create. we have to move all the imports to the top of the page, so reordering all the imports. Server routes is a new file. I mean, this is very basic code I'm writing. Server routes.js file. Okay, there is a problem with the keyboard, looks like. Okay, inside this I can just create my all functions. Okay, like create to do, update to do, delete to do, all the functions. Okay, and here we can also isolate the DAO layer, means the queries which we are making to the database. So here what I want to do is, here I'm creating the one file which is, you can say, DAO layer. That is a folder, not a file. It access object, and here I can say todos.js file, and here we are going to define all the to do operations. Okay, first of all, get the Knex object from the connections. It require this from the connection.js. Okay, I came outside, then outside there should be a file, Knex file. Here I have a db.js file. Okay, this give me the Knex object, and here I can just define all the functions. Async function all, async function all, that is going to give me all the data from that particular table. So it is to do's. You can just do await also. Async function all, what is the problem? It's declared but now not used. We will use them later. Async function get, and we are passing, I don't know why this get is getting deleted, id, and here we can do is const results, and we can do async await stuff. Next, this is your table name, to do's, and we can do the where clause. So we'll talk about the queries in the next video, like what all different things you can write, dot where, dot insert, dot update, dot remove, because indirectly it is building a query for us, and then this is going to return a many results. We need only a single result, so we can just say get by id. Now similarly we have a create async next, and then insert. We are going to do insert the data, whatever the data we are passing, we can just insert that, and once the insert is done, we can call dot. I mean, you can choose what you want to return, and I'm saying is whatever has been created, return me all that. So if you are getting the data, that means the insert has been done, and it is going to give us the array of returned records. So we can just do is return result 0. That means it is going to give us the object of the created user. Okay, returning, this is important part. Insert the data and return all the columns from the table, and then simply, I mean, you can add all the update, delete, delete also we can add, which is simple, I think. Okay, async dot delete, that should be based on the id. So what we are saying is, let's say call it as a remove, because delete is already a JavaScript keyword. To do's dot where id is equal to this, and then do the delete. If there is an id, then we can just delete this, and once the deletion is done, we can also say is dot returning, give me all the records again. Once the record is deleted, it is again going to give us the array of deleted record. We can just do array of 0. Okay, I think I changed at the right place, and then we can export all these functions. Module dot exports, we have all the methods, all, get, create, and delete, I guess, sorry, remove, create, remove, all, and get. Now we can require these methods inside our routes file, server routes, and then we can define what we are going to do. Okay, so here we can say is const to-dos equal to require. This we are requiring from data layer. So inside data we have DAO, inside that we have to-dos. So we just need to call these methods which are defined here, and here we can call create to-do function, which we have defined inside a router handler. Okay, so here we have defined all our methods in server routes, which is like get all to-dos, get to-do, and post to-do, simple ones, which is like a basic CRUD operation, and all the results we are returning, and we are calling them from the index route handlers. Get all to-dos, get to-do, and post to-do, and we are calling this, and we created a DAO layer, which is like actually dealing with the next layer, which is a database layer, like next to-dos, get the access to the table, and then do .where, .insert. So you can write all different operations, create, update, delete, patch, and all. Okay, and now we can simply test this thing. From the index.js we have a DAO layer, which is database, and then our server routes, which is doing all get all to-dos, await to-do.all, response.json, await to-do.get, pass the id, and here we are passing the payload we wanted to create, and then whatever we are creating we are returning same in the response. Okay, so we can simply do the post, which is like coding 1, order 4, this has been created, and this is the get call, right? So this is how the simple basic operation is working. We can create these migrations and number of tables. We will see how we can define the relationships. Now in the next video we are going to convert this into Express MVC style code, where we can have a controllers, where we can have the routes definitions separately, and then the database layer, where we are using the Knex database instance to query, insert, update, delete, find, where, all these different operations onto that particular table. Okay, these are like very basic video, first video and second video. Third video we will take one more step, and we will talk about little more advanced stuff, and then we are going to write a one proper application with the help of Node.js Express and Knex. And then we can also see how we can do the same integration with the Knex, same integration of Knex with the Nest JS. Nest JS is a framework, right, which is a TypeScript inspired, and then we can also use the Knex there with the Postgres. Let's see that in the next video. Thanks everyone.